Hey everybody, let's give it up again for Max and Josh from the Cast Iron Cowboys. Just awesome stuff. It's so nice to be a part of the Cast Iron Cowboys, the friends of the Cast Iron Cowboys show this evening. I consider it an honor to be among that group. Thanks guys. So it only makes sense to kick off my set with a cowboy ballad. This is an old wives' tale maybe, but maybe it's true. They say back in the Old West you used to be able to trade a 45 caliber bullet for a shot of whiskey. That's where they say the name shot came from. So I wrote this song about that situation using the characters from Tombstone. It's called One Shot. I'm coming off the trail with Wyatt, Bat, James, and Virgil, and we were thirsty for some whiskey but had not a penny to our names. My boots were too dusty and my muscles too tired to sit with some inbreds and lie through my teeth for a few card games. So the other four boys got a table and I moseyed on up to the bar. They often joked there was more silver on my tongue than in all of Tombstone. I said, barkeep, we came in only with our guns and good looks. We ain't good with the broom, ain't good with the books, but a drink would liven up our weary bones. What do you say? He said, empty your wheel gun out on the bar and we'll see how many rounds there are. Yeah. One shot for one shot and I only deal in 45s. One shot for the whole lot and that leaves you with one shot for your life. Bullets, but I looked longer at the bottle. As much as I hated to part with those 5 rounds, life's full taking chances. So I told the boys we had a deal and they all came up for their drinks. Then my eyes stopped at the stairs and Big-Nosed Kate and I were exchanging glances. Last I saw her was when the Rangers took me from her bed, but she helped me escape before they could put a rope around my neck. She walked on over to where the mouth breathers were playing. One spotted a curse at her. I guess they weren't playing with a whole deck. I said, you got one shot to apologize, or I'll put one shot between your eyes. One shot for one shot, and I only deal in 45s. One shot is all you got one shot for your life. Said something dumb like he don't apologize to whores. So I figured he was asking for all the things that would come next. I still had my whiskey in my hand when he reached for his gun. But he was all wrist and it's all hip, so I kept my word a la tete. Then I was empty, but I hadn't spilled a drop. His friend made a move, I was quick to my knife. He knew he'd been beat by the shine of the blade. I finally drank and said, give me your bullets and I'll let you leave with your life. Well, before he ran, he let them fall to the ground, and I bought the boys and Cade's another round. One shot for one shot, and I only deal in 45s. One shot is all you got one shot for your life. Yes, alright now, one shot. Thanks guys, that was one shot. This next song I'm gonna play is a newer one here. This is a song about Carl Sagan. As many of you might know, he's buried right here in Ithaca, up on the hill overlooking Cayuga Lake there. And it's a really humble tombstone, right? It's just a just a stone in the ground. It looks directly up to the sky, and I was like, that's great. So it gave me the idea for this song. It's called Carl's View. I'm going up on the hill. You should come too, and we will see the stars from Carl's View. Up by his stone, we will lay in the grass, and with every glimmer, we glimpse the past. Come on, everybody, let's set new heights. Maybe we could care for each other if we all look up tonight. I'm going up on the hill. You should come too, and we will see the stars from Carl's View. Well, there's so much more than what we can see. Ain't there some humility? Just try to focus and count them all. Well, we're not alone, but it makes you feel so small. Take note of that moment. Make hope in the sign that we could even be together with your hand in mine. You should come too, and we will see the stars from a Carl's View. When we imagine what is possible, we forget the fickle crimes of the constable. Yeah, there's a long time coming and a long time gone. Throughout space, there's infinite dawns. So we still got a chance, love, to make the best of our short time. But we just have to look up to see how those stars shine. I'm going up on the hill. You should come too, and we will see the stars from Carl's View. I did a lot of traveling and sleeping in my car when I lived out west. And during Christmas one year, I wanted to drive back home, I'm from Geneseo originally, as a 3-day trip. And I got a lot of storms and snow in Montana. And later, I wrote this song about the trip. It's called Montana Moon. Montana moon, shining off the snowy plains. I'll be home soon, staying true to my lanes. Yeah, the dogs proved themselves past the panhandle while I dug out my truck stop shower sandals just to go inside and warm my toes. Then we slept in the storm for an hour or two before it died down, which was our cue to move on through towards home. Montana moon lights my way on a shortcut through the res. That golden loom unravels a few few shining threads. On recommendation from whitefish in-laws who joined me in their hunting draws, so this route drew out many gleaming eyes. And after I lost one honey in Flagstaff to a station change in a 7-point rack, I'm thankful for your lights in these December skies. Montana moon, stealing the warmth from the rest out air. Without much room, I pull into the last spot with care. All of my fellow road souls are sleeping soundly, dreaming of warm cakes and coffee with their folks around the Christmas tree. And I too bundled up for the night, covered my windows from your ambient lights, to sleep until I was woken by the freeze. Montana moon, I must say farewell as we come closer to Belfouche. Stopped on the side of the highway, I kept you on my mind all day. Careful on the ice where the road softly winds. I just kept my momentum alone in the sound of these old diesel drones, so I could be home for Christmas Day. So much. Thank you. Montana moon. Whew. All right, I'm gonna pull out the harmonica for this one. This is an old Irish song, Irish sea shanty, and with St. Patrick's Day coming up, I thought it was kind of necessary. I heard this one on a men's choir album of Irish sea shanties, and I was like, oh, that's a badass sea shanty. It's called Whup Jamboree. Now my lads, be of good cheer, for the Irish land will soon draw near. In a few more days we'll sight Cape Clear. Jenny, get your oatcakes done. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. You sometimes set a heart upon the line. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. Jenny gets your oatcakes done. Now Cape Clear, it is in sight. We'll be off Hollyhead by tomorrow night, and we'll steer a course for the old rock light. Jenny gets your oatcakes done. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. You sometimes set a heart up on the line. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. Jenny gets your oatcakes done. Now my lads, we're round the rock, all the hammocks lashed and the chests all locked, and we'll holler into the Waterloo dock. Jenny gets her oatcakes done. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. You sometimes set a heart up on a line. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. Jenny gets her oatcakes done. Now my lads, we're all in luck. We'll be off to Dan Lowry's on the spot, and we'll have ourselves a good roundabout. And Jenny gets her oatcakes done. Whup Jamboree, Whup Jamboree. Sometimes set a heart up Max had mentioned murder ballads in his set, and I do love a good ballad, especially a good murder ballad. And they're hard to write, though. This one was a difficult one to write. I got the idea from this one from watching a commercial about mattresses. Because the guy was like, everybody's putting their money in their mattresses. And I was like, what if somebody did do that? What if they got conned out of it? So this is a song about a con man. The man in the suit of mirrors. With a customized charm, he rolls into the room. His 3 hounds at his back. Entering with him is the lights of the moon to light the dark within you, showing you what you lack. He has no title of power, but assumes the air. It is mysteriously allowed. It is his suit that makes him familiar to you. And it brings your guard down. And now tell your mother to take you back home. And tell your mother my fears. Tell your mother to take you back home. And be afraid of the man in the suit of mirrors. There was an old country ball in the Smithson barn. A wealthy family, 'twas said, in his usual attire under another name. Into that ball he tread. Now, Gerald Smithson owned the mine down the hill. He held parties as he pleased. After a little ale, he told the man in the suit his wealth made him sleep easily. Now the man in the suit found young Mary Smithson, the trophy that made Gerald's spouse. Mary had never met someone quite like herself. Soon offered him a tour of the house. She giggled and flirted as he jested his way. From different rooms she would lead, till they came to the bedroom where he sat on the bed. It was a good mattress indeed. Tell your mother to take you back home. Tell your mother my fears. Tell your mother to take you back home. And be afraid of the man in the suit of mirrors. Gerald Smithson went looking for his wife, in dire need of a waltz. He went to the house and he called from downstairs. He heard only the echoes of his calls. Climbing the staircase, he went to his room. A cool breeze as he opened the door. His mattress was thin and there were only a few dollars left. Mary lay bare on the floor. Tell your mother to take you back home. Tell your mother my fears. Tell your mother to take you back home. And be afraid of the man in the suit of off my album Gardner Hands. Is the first one I recorded back in 2011. I got CDs over here in my merch box if you guys are interested. A lot of these songs that I'm playing tonight are the most requested songs when I play live stream every day in the morning. And The regulars always request these, so I figured that you guys might like to hear them too. But the most requested one is the most ridiculous one of all, and it's just like, sometimes I'm like, why do you guys want to hear this song so much? But it's a song about just escaping it all. I know there's lots of things to, focus on and try to fix in this world, but sometimes you're just like, you try so hard and it's like, screw it. I'm done, I'm just taking a break, and I don't mind watching it all burn down right now. So that's what this song is about, except it's got a little fun spin on it. Maybe you watch it all burn down while floating on the lake in an inflatable sofa. So this song is called Watch It All Burn from the Lake on Our Inflatable Sofa. Well, I barely made it home. Everyone has lost control thanks to the earthquake and the mysterious plague. But I believe it was a sign when I found what the looters left behind. Relax, my love, we will soon be safe. So let's use all the air in our chests and simply float away from this mess. Yes, let's go out on the lake in our inflatable sofa and watch the world end. I got some beer and trail mix to hold us over till it's safe to start again. Darling, don't shed a tear, the apocalypse is here, but we can still grow older. We can see it turn and watch it all burn from the lake on our inflatable sofa. As we push off from the shore, we can see the world's at war, thanks to how beautiful the sky is tonight. The ash and clouds above our heads reflects a yellow and a blood red from the cities on fire, but out of sight. So if it's going to be this way, let's try to win and find a good spot to throw the anchor in. Yes, let's go out on the lake in our inflatable sofa and watch the world end. I got my fishing pole and a propane stove. The past don't know what's coming for them. Darling, don't shed a tear, the apocalypse is here, but we can still grow older. We can see it turn and watch it all burn from the lake on our inflatable sofa. We can see it turn and watch it all burn from the lake on our inflatable sofa. Thank you. Here's another ballad, and it's not quite a murder ballad, but it's in the same vein. I know me, anyways, when I'm watching horror movies, there's like that one thing that I just gotta like close my eyes. I'm just like, oh, it's just a super cringe moment. For some people it's needles, for some people it's eyeballs. For me, it's like when something happens to somebody's fingers, right? Probably because I like to use my fingers to play the guitar, the right chords sometimes. So I was thinking about that one day and doing some therapy writing, and I made up this character. He's a loan shark, and he really likes cigars. His favorite brand is Romeo y Julietas, and he has 2 cigar cutters. One for his favorite brand, the Romeo y Julietas, and the other, well, I'm familiar with your kind, my friend, and it's unlikely you'll have a respectable end. But me, I'm a businessman, and I know life like this cigar in my hand. Too many people don't know if you cut it too high, it will unravel and leave you dry. I keep a one for my Romeo and Julietas, the other for your fingers. You say you want more money for a trip to Vegas. I have no confidence that you'll come back to see us. Man, I thought you were smarter than this. My only interests are cigars and interest. You're good for it is all you say, but you ain't won nothing since that horse lucky day. And so you see my dilemma now, and the need for collateral before you leave town. I keep one for my Romeo and Juliet's eyes, the other for your fingers. You say you want more money for a trip to Vegas. I have no confidence that you'll come back to see us. Beginning to get impatient here as you compromise my wealth, yeah. Since you don't use those fingers for counting cash, I guess I will just help myself. My living come from gambling on the gamblers, and I like to keep those who keep a good handle. But you've been a bad hand, so I'll give you a bad hand instead of folding you and making you a dead man. If you're still looking to leave here with green, you better be willing to part with your pinkies. Yeah, while I wait for you to make some digits, you have to leave some digits here with me. I keep one for my Romeo and Juliet's eyes, the other for your fingers. You say you want more money for a trip to Vegas. I will make sure that you come back to see us. Hey guys. Creepy song. You're like, what's wrong with this dude? Alright. So one of my things is cowboy boots. I make a lot of videos about cowboy boots online, reviews and stuff, so if you're into that or thinking about getting into that, check it out. You just search cowboy boots, but trying to weave that into my music too, so here's a song that I just wrote one day about how maybe a pair of boots is the same as your character. Old Boots Got Soul is the name of this one. S-O-U-L. I step out in the morning on an uneasy day. The world is split and unsure, so I'm sure to step in the strongest way. With every footfall, I remember who I am. Each and every memory help strengthen how I stand. We are cracked, but we shine. For dead end that can keep us confined. Old boots got soul, so I patch them when they need it, and this life has a toll. I bandage when I'm bleeding. Old boots got soul, and we carry on this way so we get better every day. hard working day. I'm proud of what I done, even if it's just for a little pay. I kick off my boots before we do it all again, always remembering where I'm going and never forgetting where I've been. We are critics, but we shine. Every step for decades will be made. Old boots got soul, so I patch them when they need it. And this life has a toll, I bandage when I'm bleeding. Old boots got soul, we carry on this way so we get better every day. Getting better every day. Yes, old boots got soul, so I pass them when they need it, and this life has a toll. I bandage when I'm bleeding. Old boots got soul, and we carry on this way so we get better every day. Thank you so much. That's Old Boots Got Soul. Appreciate you guys. I'm just gonna tune to drop D here on these last couple songs that I have. Thank you so much for listening. It means a lot. Thank you to Max and Josh for inviting me out and stick around. We got Steve and Kidbess up here in just a little bit. First, I want to play you guys another ballad, another story song, because I absolutely love them so much. This song is about a problem that they used to have back in the 1400s, 1300s, and before then. So they used to bury people only on Holy Land. It had to be blessed by the church. So as you can imagine, sometimes they would start running out of land, so they had to dig up the people who had been buried there for a while and move them someplace else. And when they did that, they noticed that on the inside of some of those coffins there were scratch marks, like they'd been buried alive. And they didn't want to do that, obviously, so what they started to do is tying strings to people's hands and running it up through the ground and attaching it to a bell, right? So then it was the gravedigger's job to listen for a bell, because if the bell rang, then that means somebody was buried alive, and it was their job to dig up that person before they ran out of air. And if they succeeded in doing so, then the person saved was said to be saved by the bell. So that's where that saying comes from. But if they failed and that bell rang, and they dug up that person but they were dead, and they ran out of air by the time they got to him, then that person was said to be a dead ringer. So that's where that saying comes from too. So I thought that was all really cool, and I made this song from the gravedigger's perspective. It's called Busy My Spade. Go on home, you done all you can. You tied the twine from your sister's hand, laid out the bell after she got low. And I was summoned here to be the guide and sing her off to the other side. But if anything should happen, you'll be the first to know. If she laying in the shade of a reaper's gown, I busy my spade when I hear the bell sound. No matter how low, how low, how low, how low, and busy my spade. I busy my spade when I hear that bell now. Yes, I busy my spade. I busy my spade. I busy my spade. No one goes to hell now when I busy my spade. I worked in the bone house when I was a boy, making room for the new, pushing back the soil. When I found gouges made from within, maybe a lover, mother or brother. It wasn't long till I found another, put down low when they never should have been. So now at night I sing among the dead and busy my spade when I have a company man. I dig and sing, dig and sing, dig and sing, dig and sing, and busy my spade. I busy my spade when I hear that bell now. Yes, I busy my spade. I busy my spade. I busy my spade. No one goes to hell now when I busy my spade. Yeah. Yes, she laying in the shade of Reba's gown, and I busy my spade when I hear the bell sound. No matter how low, how low, how low, how low. I busy my spade. I busy my spade when I hear that bell now. Yes, I busy my spade. I busy my spade. I busy my spade. No one goes to hell now when I busy my spade. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right, I got one more here for you, but it's a couple songs. It's just all one song, really. It's about my wife. We met in college, and it was my last semester. I was graduating late, right? Because I was screwing around too much, and I was like, fine, no girls. I'm gonna focus and get out of here. And of course, my first class, we make groups, and then my wife, not yet, but we switched chairs around, and she says, sorry, I commandeered your chair. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a cool word. So then we started hanging out. So I did not stay true to my word, but then after that, I wrote a song called The Commandeer, and then we went on an adventure all across the country, moving to Phoenix, Seattle, all over the place, and had quite an adventure. So I kind of expanded on the song. So this is all of The Commandeer. I have it on vinyl over here if anybody is interested. Here I go calling, not a gentleman at all. Still I go calling down to 191. A rainy gently patter on the furrow of my brow, and with outstretched hand I run into Benjamin Gunn. You will find your treasure, boy, say he with a grin. But always know where you are going, and don't forget where you begun. He may not carry all the weights that he once had, but he knows something of treasure and of being alone. He had shook my hand, then he turned off in the night, and then I saw my treasure and it glimmered more than gold. 'Twas greater than flats found, or that any X could mark. This treasure was beautiful, this treasure was gold. One year passed, I saw a gun walking in the snow, and told me he came with that grin he'd always show. Start at the beginning, boy, I know you recall well. So I spoke to him like everyone who has an ear to tell. Raise up your ears as I speak of the Commandeer. Surprise, surprise, thinking I was happily reserved, knowing really nothing and being so absurd. For you took my eyes with your lovely words on that premiere summer night. First and paramount, you took my sight, and you don't need to tell me what I found, the shining mirror. Yeah, take me over, love, you're the Commandeer. Sub-roasted gems and quirks waiting to be explored, and both of us have a yearning to always learn a little more. As we barter like pirates while the tide is out from shore, waiting to be taken to another world, where our love will be unfurled. And I don't know how this was seeded to me, but I grovel here. Yeah, take me over, Lord, you're the Commandeer. Take me in your arms, Lord. We'll travel to the right, sharing inspiration while laying in your stardust, knowing that it's where, right where I belong. Yeah, that's right where I belong. I'm gonna take it to the cities, I'm gonna take it to the towns, and over a dram of rum I'll tell the Elliots what I found. I'll tell them to keep their ears wide as they travel around, for our love story will go far. Mythologized but kept on par, and with every thought of you, my face fills between the ears. Yeah, take me over, love, you're the Commandeer. of freedom haze. A glance gives feel of opiates. There are no signs or locks on gates. We can go anywhere. Finding our own way. The map that we had is in ashes or chalk. We'll make it on okay, with our sights on the northern star. The seas are sure to be rough. The land will be rocky and tough, a hand out of blind man's bluff, supported by the strength of our love. Pass around the rum now and celebrate life from around all shores. As sunup we'll turn around and see the ripples from our mystical course. Yeah, the seas are sure to be rough. The land will be rocky and tough, a hand out of blind man's bluff, supported by the strength of our love. Junior, through the ghost towns on the new gold rush. No matter how long you let it pursue ya, you always submit to love. When you're shaking that colored sea green, or walking a weak plank with nothing but trust, maybe ready to sleep, perchance dream and say, yeah, there's the rub, and I say, spend these days dreaming with you. Hey, I wanna spend these days dreaming with you. Yes, we landed here together, and we're only looking forward, so we make the ship to blow. You keep that fire burning, you keep the lights to make it all explode, and you still take me over, love. You're a commandeer. Giants, barking at the ones who own the land, amused at watching us pitch tents, but the laughs come softer as they watch us grow. And the reverie pilgrims broad worlds and dreams swinging through billboard skeletons. What happens when come high water? Well, we'll grab flowing doors and follow the flow. Fast let's lay here tonight and watch the fireflies glow. I get that fire burning. You start the great fireworks show, and you still take me over low. You're the commandeer. Thanks, guys. See you around. We'll see you next Saturday. Thanks, guys. You're the best.